that we use to cure. And then it's something that we use to correct a disorder.
All right.
A remedy, we use it to relieve pain. We use it to cure, and then we use it to correct a disorder.
All right.
And then when we look at the verb form of this word remedy, watch this, it gives the idea of something that corrects an evil, corrects an error, or even corrects a fault. This word remedy derives and originates from a Latin word remedium, which suggests one that heals.
All right.
And let me tell you something, church. After reading the picture that Paul painted about us, we needed a remedy. I have just one witness in here. After seeing what I used to be, and after getting a glimpse of my before picture, nobody had to tell me. I knew I needed a remedy. That if something didn't happen in my life, Pastor Chambers wasn't going to make it. I knew that if it was not some drastic changes in the stuff that I was doing, I was on my way to hell. Anybody in here know anything about remedies? I mean, you know, we use them because we believe them. Make no difference how silly they are. We use them because we believe them. We use Coca-Cola on a battery cable because we believe it's strong enough to get rid of the acid. Do I have any witness in here? One of the remedy of the old folk, if y'all don't mind, can I just walk through a few of them? Say, baby, if your mouth is dry, chew you some sugarless gum.
All right.
Do I have a witness in here? They said, baby, if you got hiccups, my remedy is 1 teaspoon of vinegar and it'll cure it all. Somebody even said the silliest thing I heard, when you got arthritis, some of your arthritic habits, he said, spray a little WD-40 on the spot. Now that's silly because WD-40 is used for automotive purposes. But they said, if you got, that's just a remedy. They said, matter of fact, if you got a migraine, Sister Chambers, take some vinegar oil and olive oil and just rub it on your temple. I mean, we got some crazy remedy. Matter of fact, they say if you got neck pain, take a hot wrap with rice and put it on your neck. We got remedies for everything that we need, and we need one to eradicate us from what we was. Now, can I tell you one more? They said if your bee ever sting you, spray your bee sting with meat tenderizer. I have a witness in this house. As a matter of fact, if you ever go out in the sun and the sun burns you, buy you some apple vinegar and rub your burnt area. He said, matter of fact, anybody ever cooked anything and tried to taste the food before it calmed down, and when you put your mouth to it, it burnt your tongue? I mean, that's the worst feeling. They said, that's all right. My remedy is put a little sugar on it and it'll cool the pain. Now, matter of fact, and I'm leaving on this one, they says if you have allergies and you have puffiness around your eyes, take a little preparation H, and that's a remedy, and I promise you, if we believe it works, we'll use it. One that I love of all, if you ever get burned, don't call the fire department, just go in the ice box and take a little butter and rub it on your. Do I have a witness in this house? Something had to give if we were going to survive.
All right.
Am I saying something? And you know, I'm glad. I'm glad of one thing in this text. I'm glad that God interrupted the conversation conversation that Paul was writing. Because see, before the interruption, there was no life. Before the interruption, there was helplessness. There was hopelessness. There was no view in sight. But how many are you glad? And I think I asked you this last week. Whenever you see the but, is God getting ready to interrupt what has already been said? And after Paul had painted a gruesome picture of where we was, my God, who's quicker than right now, Mary's baby, born in Bethlehem, wrapped in swaddling clothes, stepped in the middle of the conversation and interrupted what Paul says and said, but God, who is rich in mercy. I get happy when I talk about how bad I was, but here come the interruption. I was headed a place that I didn't need to go, and I got an interruption. I was trying to live a life that wasn't pleasing to God, and he loved me enough that he interrupted my course of life. I was getting ready to marry a Negro that I didn't know wasn't good for me, but God interrupted me. How many of you glad? I think I asked you last week, if you can't thank God for nothing, tell him thank you for the interruption. You interrupted me when I didn't know what I was doing. You interrupted me when I didn't know what I was saying. You interrupted me when I didn't know nothing about life. He said, but watch. He said that had to be a remedy, church. And the remedy could not be Coke. The remedy could not be butter. The remedy could not be preparation H. It had to be something radical, because we had did some radical things. We had lived radical lives. We were committing radical sins. And for every radical sin we committed, we needed a radical remedy.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
He interrupted. He interrupted. I think I told you last week, I hate to be interrupted. If I'm talking, let me talk. But I'm glad, I could go home right here, that he interrupted all that Paul was saying about me. All the gruesome things that he was saying about me, God interrupted. And can I tell you something? He didn't only interrupt then. He's still doing it every day. For the Bible says he sits on the right hand. I don't want to go of the Father. Interceding for you and me. And he don't just do it on Sunday like we just praise him on Sunday. He said, I intercede for my child every day. Because every day of their life they mess up. Every day of their life they go contrary to the word. And every day I'm interceding. Every day I'm interrupting. That's why the old folk used to say, if justice had been done, I wouldn't be here today. If the devil had his way, we would not be here. Let me go. I got about 10 minutes. Let me go. But watch this. We look at it. He says, but God who is rich in mercy. Watch. He says, wait a minute. Wait. First of all, let me just share something with you here. Because he interrupted, and I just need to know why.
All right.
I mean, you just painted a, let me just admit, you paint a picture like that or something. That's not somebody I want. Come on, man, talk to me. I don't care how cute she is. 7 kids by 8 days. That's just something you don't.
All right.
Why? Well, can I just tell you something about him? First of all, it's his nature.
Yes.
You know, it's just in his DNA.
All right.
You know, some folk around here, not now, but used to be, and there's still a few around here, just do things. And I don't have to wonder why you do them. I just know it's in you.
Right. Yeah. Come on. Right. All right.
All right, man. You working
Something folk do ought not surprise you.
All right.
It's his nature.
Right.
children.
That's what it is.
What